Before a single word even has the chance to form on your lips, carried on a breath and leaving your mouth to make its way into the world, God already knows it completely. Every syllable, every unspoken intention behind it. Before a thought can fully take shape within the quiet chambers of your mind, before it solidifies from a fleeting feeling into a coherent idea, God is already there, present in that silent, formless space, understanding its origin and its destination. This is the simple, profound truth at the very heart of Psalm 139. This isn't a declaration of being watched, but of being known. The psalm does not speak of a distant, unreachable creator. Instead, it tells us with gentle certainty that God is near, intimately close, woven into the very fabric of our being and our world. God fills all things, every corner, every shadow, every moment. There is no place we can go where this presence is not. Let your mind drift to the quiet miracle of dawn. This light moves without hurry across sleeping fields, still waters, finding its way to every single leaf, touching every human face with its impartial grace. This light does not need to ask for permission to enter. It does not knock on a door. It is simply and wonderfully already there, a constant and life-giving reality. This is not the harsh glare of a spotlight, meant to expose and judge. Rather, it is the warm, steady glow of a lantern held by a loving hand, illuminating the path ahead just enough for the next step, and revealing the beauty that was there all along. Let us begin this journey together, in quiet attention. The journey through Psalm 139 is like a walk through the natural world, seeing the divine reflection in the most fundamental elements of our existence. It is an invitation to notice the light that is already here. Now, let us turn our attention from the visible to the invisible. Think about the air that surrounds you right now. It is a constant, silent companion. You do not see it. You cannot grasp it with your hands. And most of the time you do not even consciously notice its presence. Yet, you feel its presence with every movement, as it touches your skin like a gentle caress. More importantly, you depend on it for life itself, drawing it into your lungs with every single breath you take, moment by moment, without fail. The psalm speaks of God being in our inmost parts. God's Spirit is like the air, filling every room, every space, every lung, silently and constantly sustaining all that lives, an intimate and life-giving force. Imagine a vast field of tall grass on a breezy day. The Spirit of God is like this wind, moving where it will. That same unseen presence that can move a whole field of grass can also lift something as small and fragile as a feather. It is a presence that holds you with that same combination of immense power and tender care, always perfectly attuned to your needs. I invite you now to take one full conscious breath. Breathe in slowly and deeply through your nose, feeling the air fill you. Hold it for just a second. And now, breathe out just as slowly through your mouth, releasing the air completely. Each breath is a reminder that the source of your life is nearer than your heartbeat. If you ascend to the heavens, God is there. If you make your bed in the depths, God is there too. So be still for another moment. Know that with each breath, you are participating in a divine exchange, receiving and returning the gift of life. Let us now consider the element of water. Water is fluid, powerful, essential for life. Think of a mighty river, how it patiently carves a vast canyon out of solid rock, not through brute force in a single moment, but through its persistent, steady flow. Think of a gentle rain, how it soaks into a dry field, filling the thirsty ground and coaxing new growth from dormant seeds. The psalmist speaks of God forming us in secret, saying we were skillfully wrought, knit together in the dark and hidden places. God's hands were there, shaping us as a current shapes a stone, even before our first breath. Picture a mother's hands, cupped together to lift cool, clear water to her child's thirsty face, an act of simple, profound tenderness and provision. In sacred stories, water is a powerful symbol of renewal, of washing away the old and beginning anew. You are not a random collection of experiences. You have been shaped in a current of purpose. Rest in the knowledge that the artist is still at work, and the work is good. Allow the sound of running water to echo in your mind. Rush of a river, patter of rain, rhythmic wash of waves. Even when the current has felt rough or the waters have been deep, that shaping presence has not left you. You are being carried, and the destination is one of love. Now, let us turn our thoughts to the element of fire. It can be the small, contained warmth of a hearth on a cold night. It can also be the wide, brilliant light of a bonfire, pushing back the darkness and inspiring awe. Fire brings a unique kind of light, a light that seems to burn through shadows with an active intensity. The bright, active spark of wisdom and wonder. Each question we dare to ask is a sacred flame. Fire has a way of waking us up. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. It is the feeling we get looking through a telescope at a distant galaxy or a microscope at the intricate dance of cells. Science names the patterns. Faith feels the fire behind them. See the night filled with countless stars. The same God who holds all of those stars in their courses, who knows them all by name, has ordained all the days of your life before one of them came to be. This is not a cold determinism. It is a wise, living fire of love that gives our lives meaning within a vast and beautiful cosmos. When you read a book that opens your mind, when you learn a new skill, when you have a conversation that sparks a new idea, you are touching the fire of God's own wisdom. Let this light of wisdom deepen your hope and expand your heart. Let it warm you from the inside out. Gaze into a steady flame. The ember breathes, then blooms. In its glow, fear softens and courage gathers. Fire refines ore into gold, ideas into conviction, and fragile hope into bright resolve. May this inner flame, gentle, wise, and warm, carry you through the night and kindle light for others. Finally, let us bring our attention down to the earth beneath our feet. The earth is solid, steady, and reliable, ground on which we stand, giving us a place of root and rest. It is the dark, rich soil nurturing a tiny seed until it becomes a great tree, and providing the harvest that sustains us. A presence that fills all things must find expression through hands that tend and feet that walk. Love that works, that serves, that builds and mends, becomes the living gospel. The earth asks us to act, to be stewards and caretakers, not just of the soil and the water, but of one another. Let us pray quietly now, together. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me, and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Tune my life to your rhythm of grace, light to show the path, air to be our breath, water to cleanse, fire to warm resolve, earth as steady ground. When the first astronauts looked down at the earth, they could no longer see borders. All they saw was one whole, beautiful, fragile planet. Step outside tonight. Look up. The presence we glimpse in the vastness of the night sky is the same presence within your own heart. Know that you are seen, you are held, you are loved. If this blessed you, please comment below and subscribe to join us tomorrow.